Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and we are the scouting staff for this season's Hula Bowl. This interview is sponsored by UndrDog Athletics. UndrDog Athletics is a Christian faith based company that sells athletic wear. UndrDog stands for underestimated, never defeated, remain dependent on God. Shop now at UndrDogX.com. Today I have with me Tariq Carpenter. He's a safety out of Georgia Tech. How you doing, buddy?
Doing good, man. How you doing, Jimmy?
Doing good, man. Really excited to have you on here. Get a chance to meet you and get to know your story a bit more. Why don't you kind of lead us off a little bit? Give us a brief background of you and your history, maybe where you're from, and how you got there to Georgia Tech.
Right. So one, I want to say my mom was in the army, so I've kind of been all over. Originally born in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay.
Moved down to Killeen, Texas. Stayed there for a while. Then I kind of moved. We had moved to Little Wissy, Georgia. A lot of people really don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. I moved out there 7th grade. Going into high school. I've been playing ball my whole life, but that's when high school is. That's when they get kind of serious and stuff. So, started my career there, played a little bit of everything from punter, all the way on. I kind of did everything. So, yeah, man, it wasn't, we didn't get the wins. We lost a lot. We didn't win much, but, it was definitely a fun experience and stuff like that. Me and a good friend of mine, I call him my brother, but me and him was the first we was the first athletes to get a D1 scholarship, really any scholarship for sports in our school history. So that's kind of something that I kind of wear on my sleeve. So then through junior year I was committed to UCF for about a year. Then January 2017 I kind of flipped to Georgia Tech. I was recruited by Lamar Owens. He's a great guy. He's actually from down there, Savannah, Georgia. So, I'm saying, shout out to the 912 right there. Going in there, I was kind of nervous because, I'm coming from a small school, real small school, ain't win much. So I'm like, man, what is the competition going to be like? I got surgery in May of 2017 on my left shoulder, and I feel like it was actually a great thing for me because I was able to just sit back and just watch how everything goes. So going into my sophomore year, I got my first start. And then ever since then, I started every single game throughout my career there. Uh, I won't say I didn't have a great career because I'm kind of hard on myself. My plans and goals was to become an All-American. Those unfortunately didn't happen, but I played a lot of good ball. So
Yeah, I mean, obviously, making your way out there to Georgia Tech. I mean, I'll be quite honest with you, buddy. I mean, obviously, when we were trying to put together our roster for the Hula Bowl, we were sitting down having all these conferences and trying to figure out, okay, well, which one of these guys do we want? And I kept coming across you, and I'm like, damn, this guy is so big. Like playing safety, like why can't we bring this guy in? I mean, I know this guy is very athletic. I know this guy can move around. I mean, dude, your size is phenomenal. I mean, 6'3", 225, 226 pounds. I mean, that's an elite size for a safety. I mean, almost a linebacker. Um, Obviously, we really wanted you to, come down to the Hula Bowl at our event. I want you to hear just for a second, what one of our scouts had to say about you. So hear me out on this one. It says, possesses good athletic ability, quality play speed, exhibits exceptional football IQ, communicating across the defense, aligning coverages, sufficient against the pass, covers ground well, and good play speed and length. So, hearing that, and maybe just kind of you, like, how would you define yourself as an NFL prospect?
I define myself as a Swiss Army knife. You don't really see too many people that move like me at my size. I'm size of a linebacker, move as well as any DDB in my opinion. So not I come with the brains. I'm very smart on the field. I played a lot of ball. The course of my career, the game just slowed down, just more and more. Um, and just the love for the game. I love the hit. I love contact. That's kind of hard to find nowadays in the game. So I also kind of wear that up on my sleeve. I take pride in tackling. I take pride in just making people feel me.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, a very imposing figure. So, I mean, you go out there, you see Tariq Carpenter, you get scared. So that's kind of the whole point. So, to be quite honest with you, buddy, like I don't know, like where we're going to be playing you at the Hula Bowl on our depth chart right now. We do have you listed as a safety. So, I mean, obviously, throughout the course of the week, I mean, you may actually be asked to. Come down, play some outside linebacker or what have you. So I mean, being able to, I guess, have a physical ability to be versatile, so that we could actually move you around. I do feel like that's one of the best things you got going for you as a prospect. I mean, it's actually fairly hard to find a guy at the next level, even that's even comparable to you. I mean, when you're looking at the guys at the next level, like who are you looking at to kind of better your game? Who are you fans of? I mean, is there any guy that you model your game after?
Uh, See, that's kind of hard because I ain't really like get like like pick up my weight until my junior year. So like from then on, my whole life, I'm thinking I'm finna be just some tall little skinny guy, about 210, and I end up being 225 though. So, but I love watching Harrison Smith.
Hmm.
I think like just like it's just so obvious to see how like smart he is. It's also obvious that like his process to the way he prepares for game is elite. I watch YouTube a lot, and I was just watching things about him, and it was somebody that said something about like if he like it was just one time he was supposed to cover deep half or something, but he ended up blitzing because on film he saw the key, and he just took a chance to make the play. So I think that is like real unique. Another guy I love to watch is Jamal Adams. I think he's the best safety in the game. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Man, I just love his game. I love his motor. He's very physical, smart player. He does it all, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, definitely probably the best, box safety in the game for
Right.
real. So I mean, I was sitting here thinking, who else maybe do you remind me of? And like most recently, I think last year Jeremiah Wusu-Komora, kind of the same body type almost, at least a little bit. Although I think you might have an inch on him. But obviously, like bringing that same physical ability to the game. Also looking back at like Jabril Peppers, like guy that you can play all over, that sort of versatility as well. So I mean, having a player like you, like we said, that we can use as a Swiss Army knife and really be able to use you in a whole lot of different schemes. I really think that that's going to separate you as a prospect.
Mm.
Another thing about you that I think is very, worthwhile also is the fact that you're a leader. You're a team captain there for your squad. So, tell me about you as a leader for your program.
Uh, I just try to teach how I see it is. Coming in as a young guy again, I was all ears and eyes. I kind of like just I love to like watch how people do things. I'm a guy that I want to teach guys to not make the same mistake as me. So I'm a lead by example guy as well. And not only that, I'm a real I'm a real team guy. Football is family to me. That's real big to me. Relationships with my teammates and stuff. I do anything for my teammates. If they need a ride anywhere, if they 3 hours away, they need to get back tonight. I just lie right now. But I'm just a real team guy, man. I love my teammates, man. I love the camaraderie that the game brings. Things like that. Just an overall a good person.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, setting the example, for your program, your teammates there, uh, really setting the example of a guy with, high character on and off the field. So, I mean, I know that very very humble guy, always trying to do the right thing. I mean, that's kind of, what I've been hearing about you at the very least. So, I don't have to worry about you, in that regard, which is great. Um, again, like you were saying, setting that example. I mean, obviously you gotta get the work in like during the week. And so let's kind of talk about you in that grind. Let's talk about you maybe even in that film room trying to better yourself and to prepare yourself for your upcoming opponent. So how do you break down film? How do you see that playing out like in a game time situation? How has that helped you? Maybe even give me an example.
Right. So, I played a lot of snaps. So, I didn't pick up things, as fast as, early on as the younger, as anyone else would. Back in my hometown, we really not known for football. So, it's just, I like learn from just watching, I can just watch something and I pick it up like that. Um, man, how my process is throughout the week, Sunday. Well, really after game, that's when my whole process starts. Split Sundays when I get home from games, I try to watch the game film. I kind of watch it probably like two or three times, and then we come in Sunday, watch the game, get treatment. I made a lot of investments this season. I got some recovery Normatec boots. I put in a lot of investments to take care of my body and stuff like that. So, I don't have, just everything at the stadium. I kind of got a training room here in my apartment. So, I'm like a real big football guy. If it is gonna make me a better football player, I'm with it. So, things like that. Right after practice, watch film, stuff like that.
Gotcha. And also with in the same way, I mean, uh, again, you were just chatting a little bit about getting stuff done like in the weight room, lifting, and getting your body prepared. I mean, obviously, gaining a little bit of weight coming in and really, getting this chiseled body there that a lot of people really like as a player. So talk to me about your attitude and approach towards the weight room, and maybe even your favorite lift.
My attitude, man. I want to give a shout out to Coach Lou first, because man, he always keep us amped up, man. I keep real good energy in the weight room. I ain't one of them loud guys. I'm always cheering on my teammates. One more rep type of guy.
Gotcha, gotcha. And I wanted to chat with you. Tell me maybe about like your most memorable moment out there for your team. Is there maybe a highlight or a play that sticks out?
Uh, I won't say a play. I'll probably talk about more as a series. Back in 2018, we went against Virginia. It was in overtime. It was my first ever overtime game up in college. So, I'm thinking like, man, like I dreamed of this moment. So, I made I made three big plays to force into a field goal that they missed. We was running fire zone coverage. I was at the field safety. back then. That was when we had and I had so many defensive coordinators in my career. Coach Wood. Coach Wood was our DC at the time. We ran a lot of fire zones, and the receiver the whole game was running out. He was running out routes, so I'm already 10 yards off of the guy, but I already know what he's going to run. So I shoot it early. I get to him as soon as when he catch the ball. But it was just how I finished the tackle, and then not only that, it was on their sideline. It was just a real big play to me because it was my first play ever in overtime. So, and then the following play, they try to run a reverse, and I had stopped that too. And the third play, it was on third down. The quarterback jumped over me, but I shot my shot, and thank God that my teammates was around me to get him down. Soon as when he touched the ground, he was down. But it was just the fact that I was there at the right time. I shot my shot, and my teammates had my back. And then he missed the field goal. So, that right there was real big. It also made us bowl eligible. So it was my first ever bowl game. So, that's why it was just so memorable for me. It was just the fact that I had helped my team get the win up in overtime.
Awesome, awesome, great stuff there. I mean, whenever you get to overtime, you never know, man. You always got to be prepared because you never know how long that's going to go, and being able to make those plays so that your team can really go up over the other one. Definitely awesome that you were able to come out on top there. So. Let's get a chance, man. I want to meet who this Tariq Carpenter is outside of this game of football. So tell me something maybe fun, interesting about yourself, hobbies or what have you. Hit me with something.
Tariq, real simple guy. Don't do too much. Kind of stay out the way type of guy. Just take care of my stuff and just stay out the way. I love to fish. That's one of my biggest hobbies. Back at home, back in Little Wishy, it's a one-stop like town. So ain't really much to do out there but fish or go hunting or something like that. I'm a real big outside door guy. I'm an outdoor guy. I love the nature. I love going to the aquarium here in Atlanta. Also love going to the zoo. Things like that. I'm a man of God. I actually got saved before the first game of the season. So that's a day that I'll remember forever.
Awesome, awesome, great stuff. If you had the opportunity, maybe to, I don't know, you're going to get to the NFL in some regard. I mean, but obviously, if you had the opportunity to maybe take that one check and maybe donate to like one particular charity or cause, like, have you ever thought about perhaps like what you would do?
Yeah. So I love kids. I always see myself in kids. I was like, I used to be him. So things like that. Things given away. I also have ADHD and I also have a speech impediment. So I was planning. I'm planning whenever the time comes to set up a fundraiser for with kids that the kids that have a speech impediment, things like that. Help help them being more comfortable with public speaking and stuff. That's something that I kind of struggled with early on in life in general. So just kind of help out kids with speech impediments and kids also have ADHD. I know that isn't a easy thing to handle. So, if they see a guy like me, that's successful in life, doing things, get to where I'm at, hopefully that I can motivate a kid. It don't have to be every kid in there. If I can just touch one kid heart in life, it'll mean everything to me.
Awesome. I mean, definitely some great stuff there. I mean, being able to, you know, set that example, maybe be that role model. I mean, that's going to be really sweet. Obviously, you're going to get your chance. We've obviously extended an invite to you. Really looking forward to you coming down to Orlando for the Hula Bowl. Um, I want you to take an opportunity as we start to close this down. Go ahead, and look at the camera. I want you to address all the scouts that maybe have watched you, your team, and give them your pitch as to maybe perhaps why they need to take a chance on you, sign you, draft you, and what kind of player you would be for their program.
The reason why you should draft Tariq Carpenter is because I'm a generally a good man. I treat the janitor the same way as I would treat the owner of whatever team decides to take me. I treat everybody up in the facility the same way. I'm a guy that loves the game. I breathe, eat, sleep football. If somebody want to go downstairs right now and go do some field work, I'm with it, whatever, man. It's always been a dream for me to be a professional athlete. If I could just spend my life just playing football, that's a great life for me. So I'm a hard worker. Second to none. First guy in, last guy out. I wear the game on my sleeve, so I'm going to do everything I can to win whatever team decides to take a chance on me a Super Bowl. And I really don't care what I'm playing. I could be on special teams, that thing right there, it doesn't bother me. So, it's always been my dream, and it is not only a dream, it's just a love for the game. I love the game of football.
Right. I mean, obviously, dude, you're going to get your chance in some regard. I mean, I don't foresee you being a punter or anything, but I mean, obviously, you- you're
As Coach McNair.
yeah, I mean, you're going to get a chance to go out there, showcase your talent on special teams, probably move you around like we had already said. I mean, you have great versatility, there in the defense. I mean, you have a guy your size, running as fast as you do. I mean, it is so hard not to give you an opportunity at the next level. I mean, it's just not some kind of athlete that you see regularly. I mean, again, 6'3", 225 pounds, running. I don't even know how fast you're going to run, but I mean, I know you're going to run probably less than 4.5, man. Like, those are some sick numbers for your size, and people really need to, stand up and pay attention to what you got going on. I mean, we're going to have a ton of scouts out of the Hula Bowl that are really going to want to, know you, maybe move you around a little bit. So, going to be very excited to have you at our game.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Gotcha.
Opportunity.
Once again, you can see Tariq Carpenter and actually one of his teammates, he's also going to be at the Hula Bowl January 15th. You can watch that, buy your tickets actually on Ticketmaster.com if you want to attend that event. This interview was sponsored by UndrDog Athletics. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day.
All right. Appreciate you, Jimmy.